Hello and welcome to Mtoto News Insight, where we bring you news and information about children as it comes to our desk. I am Esapari Sikoti. According to a research conducted by the African Network for the Prevention and Protection Against Child Abuse and Neglect, Kenya is the main source, transit, and destination for child trafficking, with Busia, Nairobi, Marsabit, and Mandera among the worst counties affected by trafficking. The baseline survey indicates that child trafficking occurs because of the following issues: low awareness on child trafficking, low amounts of data, parents willing to give children in exchange of money. A training was conducted at Safari Club in Nairobi on the 27th and 28th of September to guide journalists on how to deal and report on child trafficking. Some of the roles of media include giving voice to the voiceless, help to curb child trafficking, and increase media coverage on the issue.
I'm happy to report that the country has done a lot because we have the legislation in place. But this legislation came as a fight and talks and discussions from the civil society organizations. And when we got the legislation, it also has been a whole journey to push for the structures to be established. So we have put into place the advisory committee in that act. And since the advisory committee was term expired last year, up to today, they have not been regazetted.
The Dyslexia Organization of Kenya held a breakfast meeting in Nairobi on 25th September to create awareness on the dyslexic condition, as well as helping parents and children living with the condition. They explained how they founded the organization until its current status.
Around 2012 or 2011, parents of children with dyslexia, we joined together and decided we needed to have a forum of now having to tell broadly, approaching media and everybody to create awareness about this condition, because we realized even teachers did not understand this problem. So we registered Dyslexia Organization as a charitable organization, and we have created awareness. Right now we say it is not a tongue twister in Kenya as it was in 2016 and in 2006, sorry. And after creating awareness for about 1 year, parents now came forward. Do we have a school for children with such condition? And again, Dyslexia Organization, out of necessity, started a school called Reagem Talent School that is based in Kitengela. Right now it has about 170 children, most of them with dyslexia, but there are also other learning difficulties.
Also in attendance were the board members of the Kenya Film and Classification Board and a number of children living with dyslexia, who showcased their achievements, proving that dyslexia is just a condition and not a disability as many people would like to think.
The parent heard about dyslexia and they knew he could draw, but it was not taken serious. You know, in Kenya we say, kwetu hatuzai wajinga, si ndio? There are those cases. You find many teachers label these children slow learners. It is actually whenever teachers are having problem to open the heads of children and impact that reading ability, they just say the child is a slow learner and they give up on that child.
Coalition of Violence Against Women, CAVAW, met stakeholders to indulge in a meeting to discuss the progress of their ongoing projects and implementation at Safari Club Nairobi on September 25th.
Children and women are the most vulnerable in the society, especially in matters concerning sexual exploitation. Coalition of Violence Against Women has made it their prime focus to ensure that children and women are protected against exploitation of all forms. Stakeholders, among them the Department of Children's Services and the technical group, convened at Nairobi Safari Club on Tuesday, 25th September, to discuss child trafficking at the national level. The meeting was also purposed to reflect on the previous meeting and discuss the way forward on the implementation of the policies and ratification of the optional protocol of Sexual Exploitation Convention.
But the challenge with this child protection unit, most of them you realize that the police officers handling children matters, they don't have the capacity actually to deal with this issue. And the other instance, they indicate that most of them are not equipped.
The Constitution of Kenya has acts that spell out against child trafficking and exploitation, although much needs to be done on increasing the awareness and advocacy through working with the media to make the language simpler. The government, departments and organizations whose focus is protecting children need to join forces towards achieving concrete and long-term solutions to end child violence.
I feel it's important for the government to rectify the optional protocol, something that touches on issues to do with sale of children, child prostitution, and I feel that it's important because it's important to enhance and safeguard the interest of the children. Thank you.
From Toto News, I am Anne Wambui.
2 children have been buried alive while harvesting sand in Kisumu. Among them was a KCP candidate. Their bodies were later taken to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital morgue. Constance Deleko has more.
It is against the International Labour Organization ILO laws for children to participate in any form of explicit labour. However, Kisumu Fire and Rescue Team, the Kenya Red Cross and the police took the initiative to retrieve the bodies of the 2, which were later taken to the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital morgue. Majority of the countries have adopted the legislation to prohibit or restrict any employment and work of children guided by the International Labour Organization. In spite of these efforts, child labor continues to exist on a massive scale, particularly in developing countries like Kenya. The government of Kenya has not enacted any laws to prohibit any form of child labor. Thus, action must be taken to set the total elimination of child labor, as well as to put measures into place which explicitly identifies and prohibits any form of child abuse, such as child labor. It is equally important for children and the society to understand all forms of child abuse, including the child labor, which is mostly ignored. From Toto News, I am Constance Deleko.
That is all for this week. For more news and information, visit our website www.mtotonews.com and follow us on social media pages at Mtoto News. Until next week, I am Sapari Scotty.